So I want to talk today quickly about the Better Business Bureau and the pet frauds around the world. So the Better Business Bureau is 100 years old. It's in the U.S. and Canada. Set up and funded. It's a not-for-profit set up and funded by businesses to help educate the public about scams and give them information so they can choose honest and trustworthy companies. There are roughly 100 bureaus across the U.S. and Canada. The accredited businesses are the members who pay dues, agree to abide by the standards of trust, and they can be thrown out if they don't follow those rules. BBB has free online profiles on most businesses, whether they are members or not. These contain letter grades rating the businesses, and the BBB also receives complaints about businesses and attempts to resolve them. And members agree to mediate or arbitrate consumer disputes. Where there's no real business actually exists, as with Scam, BB intakes and reports on these, and Scam Tracker. It's a database that gets scam complaints. And then they download copies of those complaints into the FTC's Consumer Sentinel Fraud database. The BBB also provides consumer education issues on education issues to media, the government, and other agencies. And the Better Business Bureau regularly works with and helps law enforcement investigations. They brought me on to do in-depth studies of common scams or frauds that people are very likely to encounter. We've done 13 of those so far. They include some of the ones that we've talked about this morning, like counterfeit goods or fake cars that don't actually exist sold over the internet or online shopping. So they're useful. Pet scams. What happens here, of course, is they take photos of pets from other sites, they post them online for sale. Inside, we've seen them copy the entire websites of pet breeders. They advertise them using sponsored links on the internet. They've absolutely saturated the internet. I don't think you can do a search for a puppy on the internet and not find a scammer. They take your money, no pets ever delivered. If you pay, victims get requests for more money for flights, specialized crates, shots, food, one at a time until people realize it's a scam and quit sending money. It's frequently used fake documents such as bills of sale, fake air transport sites. They're very sophisticated and they really work together. So this is really a growing problem, and again, it is worldwide, as Australia's situation really shows. So we're projecting 4,300 complaints just to the Better Business Bureau for this year, 5 times as many complaints as when we did this last study on this, original study on this in 2017. They have, it is a huge problem. We also see, used to be that they would collect the money in Western Union MoneyGram. Now mainly they're using, since Zelle and Cash App don't let them send money outside the United States, they've got to use money mules in the United States. Typically these are Cameroonians that are in the United States that came here on student visas and have just stayed. The other thing that they're doing now is they don't have credit card merchant account processing, but they now do have forms so people can put in their credit card numbers. They say card declined. Websites and possibly with Google. Who's behind this? Scam gangs, mainly out of Cameroon. Websites, phone arrests, all tie back to them. They also advertise on delivered cars, marijuana, and horses. Very few people are prosecuted in the United States. In the last 3 years, we've seen 1 person prosecuted in the U.S. and 2 in Canada. Again, it's worldwide, and it is a huge problem. Hints and help: always see the pet in person first. You can do an internet image search for the photo. Often those same pictures will show up in 5 different countries over several years, or a line in the text. Another new idea is to ask to do a Zoom call with the pet. A lot of people now know how to do this because of the pandemic. And go to petscams.com. They try to get these sites taken down. The pandemic is a key part of this, obviously. We've seen, like I said, complaints have increased 5-fold, and a lot of that is because of the pandemic. It is a perfect excuse on why people can't see the pet in person, and a lot of families that are stuck at home think this is a perfect time to introduce a pet into the family. So it is a big problem, and we really think we all need to help. Let me also mention quickly, I also do a free weekly newsletter that goes out around the world on scams and frauds, try to cover studies, alerts, and prosecutions, helps people stay educated, share victories, keep up to date. Go to bakerfraudreport.com or send me an email if you're interested in signing up. And I know some of you already are, but we need to work together, and hopefully this is a way to share information on a regular basis. Like I say, it's the price is right. So I will, that was quick. I will take questions that you might have. And we also have, like I said, another 13 Better Business Bureau studies, and contact me if you would like to talk about any of those. Thank you, George. Thank you.